the whole thing. And one thing which I never apologized on and I will never apologize on is when I went to see Prophet Shepherd Bushir and then he said, let's go to church. I said,
what's going on, folks? Not on only AS African Siri, always looking for answers to questions we always have. The best possible way to end, confusion and ambiguity, and just for need for clarity, we talk about none other than a guy who has been a red beetroot from 2013, Floyd Muvhango. Floyd Shivambu. Floyd Shivambu, the former Secretary General of the Mkhonto Party, aka the family stockfell of the Zumas. Ayakwini ngwana ayakwini Nkulunkumba ayakwini. So Floyd has been demoted to Parliament to take on, to make Parliament great again. You know what I mean? Because now Parliament is just those children now. They just there's no longer substance there. Why? Because now, if you look at it, the MK party, they just go there like, if you remember, reflect nostalgically, back in the day when people used to go to an assembly, they just go there and assemble, they look lost, they look confused, they look like, I think Floyd deployment to Parliament will come in handy for them Mkhonto party. And also, the guy will be able to lose weight. Because, being a Secretary General is just easily translating in layman's terms what the master is saying, what former President Jacob Zuma is saying, and you say it in a nutshell or in the best possible way, means of communication, you know what I mean? So, I think it will work for him, and as long as he promises us, just to shed a little bit of weight, and when he's fighting for load shedding, and South Africa, MK, still trying to find themselves, and but it's just so many things happening there, man. The Godfather Jacob Zuma, he needs to get his house in order. That's outrageous. What's happening now is just. But folks, fellas, I still believe that people don't give, former President Jacob Zuma his flowers. Women don't give Jacob Zuma his flowers. Okay, people in general don't give Jacob Zuma his flowers and he's still alive. This is a guy who was a former president of a certain party and organization, and then he went to start his own party to dismantle, obviously, just to dismantle the previous system, to build his own party. That is, I think Jacob Zuma in the next life will make a good Grand Chess master, because the guy is a master strategist. Yeah, he might have his weaknesses of not being able to count numbers, his kids pulling different directions, Duduzani pulling the other way, Duduzile pulling the other way, and the kids calling him short. At some point, the daughter will just call him Floyd with the F word, not Floyd, F word, no, Floyd. Just the F word, publicly so. And but Jacob needs to be given his flowers. They don't call him Jacob for nothing. They don't call him Jacob for nothing. What a guy, man. At some point Jacob Zuma had, I think 7 first ladies. Who has ever done that? Well, I think he's a man of his own prestige and prominence. So, folks, I'm out of here, folks. I'm out of here. It's the one and only AS African Siri, baby. I gotta take care of business. I'm out of here.
Make me laugh. You're just too good at it.